Hi there. Just wanting to talk today about, when things sound too good to be true, they typically are. I've been looking for online work, and there are so many things on the internet that are, when it comes to making extra money, that are bogus. I have to siphon through all these reward sites, gaming sites, Ponzi schemes, cold call marketing jobs, just these crap jobs that are advertised as something that is totally different. When you call the actual the advertisement, it's completely different than what they say. Now, there is legit work, and I've found a promising amount of listings, but it just, it isn't as cut and dry as it should be, and you just got to be realistic. You see these websites that are like, earn $5,000 a week by sending emails. It's like, come on. That's not going to turn out to be true. And then you've got the aspect, the movies and the television programming are not realistic. Like, the people will have like in a TV show, they'll have a crap job or a regular job, but they've got lovely homes, cars, spending money, they can vacation. We've got this unrealistic lifestyle that, in the real world, that can't be done. Not on the salary of the job that they have in these shows, And so then when an individual can't live like their idol or their friends or their family or their mental fantasy expectation, depression and resentment sets in, instead of being realistic about what you can afford and being happy, being grateful for what you do have. One will try to keep up with a fantasy and not enjoy their life. I know so many people who try to live way beyond their means, but then yet they make all these frivolous purchases. There are all kinds of ways that they can cut expenses, but they can't budget and they can't manage money. And then they're often too proud to seek help from a financial advisor until things are way out of control, or they're in quite a mess that if they would have seen somebody long ago, they could have prevented. And one shouldn't feel bad for not being able to manage money. We are not taught personal finance in the American school system. Not in high school, not in college. Even if you sign up for finance and stuff like that, take the college courses, you're not taught personal finance. It's just yet another way that the school system doesn't prepare kids. We're also not taught our rights, but then we'd know those and be able to defend ourselves. That's another topic. So, but there's thought, procedure, planning required to properly manage money. The whole money game, it just makes me so mad. It takes so much energy, and it ruins relationships. It ruins so many marriages. Credit cards alone are a complicated topic. But then, the average family, you've got checking accounts, personal taxes, savings, investments, stocks, and then you've got to make a budget. You've got to be able to cut the expenditures and not buy a Starbucks every day, stuff like that. And then we're in an unsustainable system where the inflation of prices of housing and goods has been huge in the past 20 years, and the wages have not increased nearly enough to compensate. In 2001, I could afford to live on my own. And now, even making $15,000 more a year than I did then, the mathematics aren't there. Not without a roommate or reduced housing, as in assistance. I don't know how, I could make it alone unless living in a slum, and that's not... you shouldn't have a college degree and then have to live in a slum. That just doesn't make sense. And then the amount of stress that the thought of money has on humans across the world, it's infuriating. It ends relationships. It's the number one cause of divorce, which it ruins families. It gives, robs, and whether you have it or don't, robs people of opportunities or gives people that don't deserve certain things opportunities. I hate it. I hate the money game. I hate the rat race. It wastes all our time and energy doing meaningless work for pennies. It isn't living. We do collectively need to envision a new reality. Free energy is possible and easily I mean, energy, you can take a copper wire and like wrap it around a crystal and create electricity. I mean, everything is electricity. It can be generated out of the air. I mean, charging us for energy is the biggest hoax that there is. There is technology, there is old architecture that shows that they used to have wireless electricity. And if one didn't have to work for utilities, I mean, most people could work less hours right there, or you would have more money to spend as far as on having experiences like traveling and things that make life worth living. You know, and it seems like to me there's a timeline forming that wants like complete human disconnection, mixing with machines, everything artificial. But then there's a whole bunch of us that want to reunite and go back to old ways and ways of nature and herbal remedies, and you know, and it just seems as if this collective is separating, and we need to just keep division. We need to just keep hard set in our vision and see what we create. But I'm not talking about false hope or being unrealistic, but I mean, I am talking about having a good vision for the future and then fully engaging in the present. I mean, enjoy every moment of peace that you have now. Don't waste now worrying about a horrible future. You know, try to envision good, and just we'll deal with the horrors when they come. Because it creates horrors instead of the joy that you could be experiencing now and using the now to create. You cannot brush your issues under the rug to deal with them, no matter what they are: finances, mental health, physical health, relationship issues, etc. Ignoring issues will not fix them. Suppressing feelings won't heal them. Americans need coping skills, and then they need to deal with their reality. This country is not the land of opportunity that it once was. The apathy of the people has allowed this to happen, and it's time to take our power back and try to hang on to the civil liberties that we have, because once they're gone, they're gone. Once they're taken, they're gone. Go back to being an informed group of people that care versus robotic followers that do what they're told without even questioning whether it's logical or makes any freaking sense. Anyone who takes a step back and examines what's actually going on in the world right now wakes up to the deception to some degree. I mean, if my ex-husband can, anyone can. You need to ponder your actual existence, why we're here in this place, instead of worrying about money or you know, the frivolous things. I mean, you know, you are so much bigger than the 3D materialistic stuff, and deep down you know you are. These bodies are prison cells for our spirit, hence why prisoners are put in cells, and we are made of cells. We are formless energy, and we've been encapsulated in these vessels, our individual awareness, and we need to focus on how to get out instead of worrying about how to take a piece of paper created from this tree back here to trade it for, say, another plant grown out of the ground, like a carrot at the grocery store. It's ridiculous. It's just this looping energy. I mean, we should have communal living where we just grow carrots for everybody and then everyone eats. I mean, and I'm not talking about people. I mean, people just think about, you know, that, oh, well, you know, socialism won't work. Well, no, it won't if it's government run. But if it's a community effort where everyone puts in their share, I mean, people would put in their share if they felt like they were part of something. I mean, so much of the problems here are mental health related and have nothing to do with freaking money. The money is what's held over our head and keeping us enslaved. Have a great day.